So good morning. I am Jan, of course, and we are heading into a Be the Light meditation. And we are about 5 days away from December 21st, 2020. It's a significant, I was just mentioning, it's a significant aperture of astrological potential where the planetary alignments are what was prophesied as the kickoff signal for the age of Aquarius. Also, we will be seeing in the sky, after an 800-year wait, what they call the Bethlehem star, the brilliance and the placement. So for my languaging and what I see that portends or a possibility for is, especially because we're moving into Christmas, what I always talk about. Let's access and embody our own Christed consciousness, okay? And people say, oh, well, gee, I don't believe in Jesus. No, it's not that at all. The being that was Christ, his name was Yeshua in ancient times. He was able through, guess what? Meditation, similar to our Be the Light meditation of simply asking for and embodying greater and great states of light, of clarity, of levity, and finally merging with source. So Christed consciousness is a vibrational level. Imagine there is a ladder and the ladder is going up to source, and you are, when you are angry, in grief, you're working at 200, 300 vibration. If you get down to 150, your life forces are so zapped that it's hard to even have enough energy to keep the breath going. And I've helped people in that state before make their decision. Should I leave this physical body or should I continue to work with my vibration? So having a very good physical container to hold these vibrations and asking and intending. In our Be the Light meditation, we go through these stages. And I just read, and of course it's, off the internet by a person who I feel does have intuitive ability. She said the virus resides in the 500 range, the coronavirus. So what does that mean? It means if you are vibrating at 600 or 700, there's no way it can get in. Your vibration is deflecting it. There is no resonance to match and engage. So science actually levels out at around 400 because it doesn't have spiritual divine eyes to understand things. They discredit intuition. And in general, logic, left brain logic, comes in around the 400 range. So here's this virus coming in, and we want to be above the virus, 700, and at 732 hertz, that's the magic number because you're going up the ladder, and suddenly 732, you are past the human realm of thinking. I mean, you can still go there and have both and have access to all, but you've kind of punctured that little saran wrap veil where now there are other beings residing in this lower level of what I call Christed consciousness vibrational field. Beings who have reworked the anger, the grief, the issues, the quagmires. Do you see why we always work with your quagmire, the problem du jour every week? Because they are bottlenecking and holding back your overall vibration and ability to go to this beep through to Christed consciousness. Yes, we're wounded through our programming. Our story has difficult emotional things that are just definitely holding us back. So every week we've been working together, release, release, release. And if we can go over and sustain our vibration, your immune system will hold you safe, just like it does for bacteria or the flu. For years, I've never gotten the flu. I rarely get an infection. And I hold my degree of health and vibration to the choices that I'm making for my physical body, this physical animal, to hold a vibration high enough that there's the keys that the bacteria need of the immune system, of my inability through inflammation or eating sugar or sluggish digestion. The bacteria and the virus cannot get in. And I'm making this very simple, but it's true. I actually have followed, as a nurse, human systems on computerized measurements. And I can see when a person has no C note, no B note, high E note, they're eating way too much sugar, they have the wrong bacteria in their gut, and they've exhausted their thyroid. And statistically, they will get more infections, more colds, and their body will not be able to recognize a mutant cell coming in because they're taking all their energy just trying to digest that bad diet, trying to stay calm, their nervous system. And so that turns into cancer. So we want to not think about that at all. We want to think about good choices, good vibrational enhancing choices, and have the base of our life be maintaining our body in a high vibration with vitality. So when these amazing moments of these planets lining up astrologically as to be prophesized for eons, and the Bethlehem star, why not imagine, because there is a configuration in the heavens with a golden door saying, is this your time to walk through? And guess what? You're the only one that can make that decision because you've taken care of your body. You've gotten rid of negative thoughts. A negative thought dredges your body through an endocrine biological bath that ends in a low vibration and sets a lower standard for everything in your body with every negative thought. It's like creating a ball of rubber bands, and pretty soon you can't even get a positive thought. We're way past that. I'm just saying that as an example. In fact, most of us, if you join me on these calls, you're already experiencing the unzipping of stepping out of this heavily fear-laden reality and having moments of bliss and opening and popping your head through and talking to an ascended master, an angel. I just get a kick when people say, Jen, Mother Mary, talk to me. And I just say, you simply, it is quantum physics, have now access to a certain level where your eyes to see can see beyond the physical. There's interdimensional parallel realities. There is a whole interdimensional zoo out there all the time. They haven't taught us because it's much easier to control people and to have power over people if they are not powered themselves. So we are overriding any tendency of any dark agenda within our political, social fabric or dark groups on or off planet. And we are saying, I'm going up that ladder. And guess what? You can reach out for support, but you must choose. And that's why we often use the words I ask and intend. And it takes a specific focus and to feel the words that I say, we must feel them. Even how I said, feel, vibrate through our body like a fine-tooth comb. The words are just little rudders but you must feel that you are navigating your boat through new waters. We don't just bring that light down. We feel it, we dredge it. It's like we are the cake mix and we're whipping in those frothy egg whites and getting more levity and luminosity and ready to bake ourselves as a new cake. I just love that metaphor. So the solstice is this golden door. I mean, the aperture is opening. There's the golden door. So we have about 5 days. So every day you can choose a little simple ritual, lighting a candle, going to the still point of no thought, which of course is the prerequisite for going up that ladder. You have to have a stillness of thought to pop your head through the 732 hertz vibrational gate. Okay, so that's why we always still our thoughts. You can do preparation, and I said we were going to do something different today. But first, I want to share something. I rarely share this. It's pretty phenomenal, and it feels personal but generic to everyone, specifically people I work with. And this is a fuzzy version of it, but I'm going to show it to you. And some of you may have seen this picture in France. When I came around a corner, there's this glowing feminine goddess and a short, darker being with a mask on right here. Okay. And again, in some angles, it's easier to see when I put it in. And more specifically over here, this is an angelic being, an alien visitor here. And right here is the human being, and the alien is singing. And if you could see this again from different views and things, there are little golden spots. And here, lying here, is the woman's head. Here is her belly. And she, the angelic realm and human realm, is assisting the divine feminine to give birth to a new earth. This is Mary Magdalene. This is actually her daughter, who was never recognized in any Christian books, her daughter, Sarah, with a mask on, which shows me this is the time women have been muted long enough. And also we have a virus. So this tableau of limestone washing, and again, I've looked at it, and when you look close up, the human figure helping with the birthing has an exact cranium and an exact spine. I took it to my chiropractor, the blow up. This is my roadmap for my work and my job, is to understand the divine feminine lineage and to assist for those of angelic origin, to assist mankind to birth a new earth, and her big round tummy is the earth. And the story just gets bigger and bigger. This is not painted, it is a limestone washing. No one had ever seen before. And there's many more images in here, Archangel Michael. And so that's what I've worked with. And why do I say that? Because sometimes your spiritual path, we go through these things and you feel a color. Or one time I saw a mermaid, turned out it was Ariel. It was Ariel, Archangel Ariel, and that was the only way Spirit could show me. We have limited wording, nomenclature, and ability to decipher the exquisite coding in light language, because it's encoded in sound, light, and color languaging. So sometimes Spirit will give us these amazing, this is a shamanic tableau imaging that I followed for 10 years now on my role. So why am I saying that? Because the solstice is coming up. Spirit's going to give you some signs. What is your peace? What is your anchor? What is yours to hold? With who and where? And you have to stop thinking, and you have to go up that ladder. And going up that ladder protects you from the virus, keeps you positive thinking, and keeps you pushing through so that you can Talk to divine spiritual helpers and beings. You can ask angels for information. You can ask any ascended master. Where's the list? Mother Mary, Kuan Yin, Mary Magdalene, Saint Sarah, Buddha, Jesus, Krishna. They all reside. So again, I'm saying everybody's excited. Well, I had this experience with Krishna. Oh my God, it was so elated. We are being asked now to not just take ourselves up the ladder and as much as possible, stay over 732 hertz. And you know what your aura looks like when that happens? Like this. You actually, if I were to do an aura picture, you have a glow. For years, I've been taking aura photographs, and when I hit 732, I actually had a big bright yellow ring. Now, we only hold that until we have a negative thought. I could tell many stories of absolute going into pure bliss, having negative thought, wonk. So we're getting to the point where we can't afford a negative thought. Can you, for 5 days, make a declaration to yourself that you will not entertain any negative thought? And here's how to do it. Imagine that you're not a sponge, that you're not receiving and embodying and reacting to information in the world. Imagine that you are whole, that you are protected. In a moment, we will go up the ladder and we will do our usual be the light. But again, we need pictures. So imagine that instead of being a sponge, and we are connected to other people, negative feelings, fear, betrayal, everything, our histories. Imagine you're not a sponge, but you are protected and you are this diaphanous open being, constantly receiving the perfect frequency realignment within yourself. And you are receiving that information on a screen, on a movie screen. And it's a screen that is outside your body. Imagine that. Receiving other people's thoughts, which are usually corroded and mixed with their issues, that you're looking at the news on a screen. Every time I say that, looking at a screen, my heart gets bigger and says, you mean I'm safe from all of this pain and agony and anguish? Yes. So for 5 days, if you even have any negative thought, get close, put it on the screen and examine it. Just say, oh yeah, that's my old habitual behavior. Don't take it in. Don't own it. In fact, they say the very first thought you have most likely is floated in from your historical memory or somewhere else. You're only responsible for the second thought, which you choose. So let that second thought be, I'm moving that out. I'm putting it on a screen and I am going to hold. It's like the Russian doll, all of this layer of vibration, and I'm going to get rid of all those layers and protection. I'm taking in everything else on a screen, and I am going to be in my Christed Buddha, God, Goddess, vibrational consciousness by choice, by the solstice. Okay. So if your eyes aren't shut, go ahead and shut your eyes. Take a deep breath through the nose and out through the mouth. We ask and intend to set a sacred space. We put our physical body and our energy field in a beautiful, called a whole lot of balance, a geometric structure. We remove everyone else's energy and thoughts, the media. We remove all words, all thoughts of everything out of our space now. We ask and intend that we feel calm and safe and grounded in this physical body. by placing our consciousness in our heart. Our heart is our headquarters, the administrative offices, the intelligence of our physical and divine being are married together in our heart. We call in all the divine beings, the angelic beings, the ascended masters to be here with us now. So here we are, empty. We're already raising our vibration, no negative thoughts. And we're surrounded by very, very high vibrational beings simply because we asked for them to be present here with us now. We make the intention with this Be the Light process to empty ourselves out and to receive the highest vibrational state that we are capable safely of in this moment. So we are empty, and we are surrounded by these high vibrational beings, and we are simply asking the Creator, who listens to everything and is watching us, smiling. And the Creator is preparing this bath of a frequency formula that has such a magnificent intelligence that is, as it is prepared, it has the exact mitigating formula and frequencies to release any last holding on within your physical body, within your emotional field. So we ask and intend to feel absolutely safe and free to do this now. All we have to do is say yes and allow. There is no effort required. It's letting go of holding it off that I'm asking you to do. We ask and intend to release all resistance to becoming who we really are, pure light and love. Okay, so little parts of our body are saying, is this safe? Is this the day? I thought it'd be somewhere in the future. We're just trying it on. You can use your intention to get rid of it later, but in this moment, yes. Yes, all you have to do is say yes. So this beautiful liquid light is coming down from the Creator, and it is forming a diaphanous, sparkling, beautiful ball of light, which is hovering right over the top of your head in this moment. Take a deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. We ask and intend to receive this pure light formula that is made just for me. I release any fears as I allow and receive this light from Source now. Breathe it in and let it melt down into your crown chakra behind your eyes, and you are absorbing it like a sponge. See, this is safe to absorb. Absorb it into every cell. It's actually going into the atomic nature and spin. Your cheeks, your bones, your spine, your neck, into your shoulders. Just like in the picture, the divine being was blowing the stars, the heavens, into the physical cranium and neck. This heavenly stars, a pure frequency, your freedom formula is pouring down now into your throat. It is healing and releasing any density, any confusion about communicating who you really are. We are clearing the decks, the slate. We're opening, widening, and streaming this energy into your upper chest. And you are breathing it in, and it's almost like slathering butter, and it is melting now. This divine light, Langer's light essence formula is melting down into your upper chest, and you're absorbing it 2 inches deep, 5 inches deep, and now it is going all the way through to your back. Every part of you is a sponge absorbing, holding, rearticulating every muscle, every interstitial cell, all the fluid, the bones, the tissues, everything is embodying and being enrobed with the Christed frequency flow. Let it go through your bloodstream, via your lungs, into your torso, your back, lower back, your upper legs, your knees, your lower legs, ankles, and your feet. So in this moment, you are simply witnessing, allowing, and sensing with no judgment, just feeling and sensing as you're entering a lightening, lighter, enlightening stage. We are 5 days before the solstice, and before a woman gives birth, the lightening phase takes place, where the new birthing, the baby, the new life's head engages within the birthing canal. So we are relighting your divine self into this physical body profoundly and permanently now. We are making this promise to ourselves to be a sponge for divine light for the next 5 days, to keep all of our tissues filled with this joyous, voluminous, bubbly, delightful, vibrational essence. We ask and intend that any negative thought bounces off, or thought or media, and we can watch it on a projection system about 2 feet from our body. We are claiming our right for sovereignty over our body and our mind. We are making again a declaration to hold on to this beingness, this being the light, no matter what happens on the outside screen. The world needs you in this state. It is your highest good for yourself and for your loved ones. And believe me, it's safe. You will think faster. You will make better, higher choices, be able to prioritize, to get things done effortlessly, and to attract the resources and people in for greater collaborations with ease. So we ask and intend to stabilize this beautiful marriage of your physical and divine self. So go into your heart and just feel that you are, the alchemy of merging is ecstatic, and it is pulsing and radiating out as we ground it, as we anchor this Christed consciousness deeply into our heart. And there you go, and there you are. Take a nice deep breath as we celebrate how easy it is using our creative imagination and words and allowing it to happen. And this week for 5 days, holding it. We always finish the meditation by putting a golden yellow resilient egg around your physical body. So let's do that now. Excellent. Okay, so everything bounces off. You are the sponge opening from the top, and you are accessing everything else from the screen. So blessings on all of us for this week, and we'll see you next week. I'm going to turn off recording now, and we can have a little conversation. I'm Jan Jorgensen at soundandlighthealingarts.com. Thank you.